World leaders are reacting to former President Donald Trump's projected victory. He won. What are we kidding? And Wall Street is getting a huge boost. We have live team coverage from Edward Lawrence. He joins us live from the White House on the economy. But first, Trey Yingst is live in Tel Aviv, Israel. Trey.
Yeah, hey, Brian, good morning. Reaction is pouring in from around the world following former President Trump's projected election victory. We do know there will be major foreign policy decisions under this new administration that will affect countries like Ukraine, Iran, Israel, and everywhere in between. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky posted to X saying, quote, "Congratulations to Donald Trump on his impressive election victory." The Ukrainian leader went on to praise Trump for his peace through strength approach to global affairs. The Emir of Qatar also posted a similar message saying, quote, "Congratulations to President-elect Donald Trump on winning the U.S. presidential election. I wish you all the best during your term and look forward to working together again." Arguably the most notable congratulations, though, came from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who said, quote, "Congratulations on history's greatest comeback. Your historic return to the White House offers a new beginning for America and a powerful recommitment to the great alliance between Israel and America. This is a huge victory." Overnight, Prime Minister Netanyahu fired his defense minister, Yoav Gallant, sparking massive demonstrations across Israel. While Americans are at the polls, Israelis are in the streets of Tel Aviv demonstrating after Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fired the country's defense minister, Yoav Gallant. The move will have a direct impact on U.S.-Israel relations as the war in the Middle East continues. Trump's election victory comes at a turning point for the Middle East. Experts say they believe under the new administration there could be more normalization deals between countries like Saudi Arabia and Israel. Brian?
Let's hope, Trey, while we wait to see if Iran's really going to attack. Now this. Trump's projected win is turbocharging Wall Street. Right now, the Dow futures over 1,000 points. They are up. Edward Lawrence knows all about it. He's at the White House. Edward, make sense of it.
Yeah, the markets love this choice by former President Trump. They're looking at deregulation, and that's one of the big things. About 1,150 points you showed on that graphic there. That's a huge number, up about 3%. So the people voted yesterday. The money is voting today, and money may have turned this election. Money in voters' wallets, that is. Anecdotally, I heard time and time again, life became too expensive to afford under the Biden-Harris administration. You see why on this screen. We saw poll after poll. The economy ranked #1 as the major concern, followed by immigration. Now, President Trump says that he will make a turnaround in energy policy as the linchpin of his economic plans. He wants to drill. Then he talked about paying down debt as well as reducing taxes. Now, in swing states like Nevada and Wisconsin, no tax on tips and no tax on overtime played very well. Now, President Biden, we have not heard from today. We have also not heard from the vice president. She is expected to talk about this later today. Again, President Biden has nothing on his schedule today. We'll have to see how that goes later on. Back to you guys.
Dynamic market. Edward, thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.